Hey everybody, I'm Nick Griffin here, and welcome back to Moons of Madness. We have no idea what the hell is going to happen in this game, but I'm hoping that it is cool, and that it is creepy, and maybe a little scary. When last we left our adventurer. Nice, we need to go to the solar panel site. Okay, interesting. I was kind of expecting space to be jump, but it's not. So it looks like these are the solar panels. Close enough to walk. Ah, I should have looked up. I should have looked up what the gravity difference on Mars is. I do not trust my heart rate monitor here. Come on, you can, like, until, see, yeah. Until it starts changing, I don't believe it. Okay, this is not the solar panel array. This is a launch platform. Interesting. Oh wow. I do appreciate that my heart rate is up. Also, my oxygen level. See, this is one of those things that I would know. Okay, so stepping out here. Oh, I guess this is a radio tower, it looks like. And that also looks like radio. I guess that looks like solar panels. There we go, heart rate monitor. No, that's the greenhouse. Shit. I have no idea where the solar panels are. It doesn't look like getting into the vehicles is an option. So... Oh, wait. I am refilling my air now for my own safety, basically. Just in case something goes crazy. I am not actually controlling anything here.
And headed to the solar panel array.
Well, now you've got nothing to do but listen to me.
Just when my migraine was starting to clear up. I'm actually glad to have the Cyrano landing today. Some fresh faces, supplies, distractions. Everyone's so on edge lately. I don't know, maybe I'm just imagining it. These dreams are starting to get to me.
Yeah, you're not the only one having strange dreams there, Ace.
You too?
Oh yeah. I mean, put yourself in my shoes. You log out after your shift, eat some rehydrated meatloaf, and bunk down for the night. But the second you fall asleep, it feels like you're back at your desk and you hear the static again. Calibrate, more static, calibrate, then something sounds different. push a button, the static keeps talking.
Hmm.
It wants you to hear the symbols.
It wants you to hear the symbols. This is very Lovecraftian. I actually like it a lot. Now, granted, I say that having not actually read any of Lovecraft's work.
Then I wake up and there's scribbled notes around me. Feels like I haven't slept at all. All right, I showed you mine. Now lay it on me. Dreams, nightmares, fantasies, your deepest, darkest fears. Let's hear it.
Sorry,
Power of the sun.
I just pulled up to the office. I'll have to get back to you on all that.
Suit yourself. Anticipation is killing me.
Well, the sad part being that it just might. Can I not? Okay, can't take anything from there. Martian human reinforced carriage all-terrain is one of the Manticore's proudest innovations in off-road transportation and exploration. These stylish rovers come with advanced suspension systems, reinforced triple alloy hull, and an energy-efficient state. Oh. State-of-the-art power grid built to safely get you from point A to point B around the red planet. Heart rate monitor. Come on. Last time it worked so well without using like any gel or anything like that.
Okay. Elevator's not working. Someone must have borrowed a power cell. Declan, I'm heading up to the perilous rocky pathway. Power cell for the elevator is missing.
Have fun. Oh, hey, just got an update from Commander Wilcox. Landing site preparations are underway. Also, she told me to clean up my shit at the comms tower. She didn't want to scare off the new recruits.
I like Josie.
I'm pretty sure I could throw myself off the edge of this based on the fact that I could jump off the platform. I could be wrong, but I wouldn't want to try it in real life, so. Just looks like another way down. I'm looking for the power cell. I really should be looking somewhere that isn't off the beaten path.
The solar panels are definitely desynchronized. I'll have to connect with my biogauge to rotate them. If I'm quick, there may still be enough hours of daylight to recharge the overnight batteries.
See, this is where I don't know where the controls are, so. I'm guessing it's inside this complex. Oh, I thought I was on the elevator. Ah.
Kind of glad to get out of the base, walk around.
Yeah, it's nice to step outside, breathe in that non-existent Martian air.
Well, there's that. I can move out here. I don't know, spread my wings a bit.
Like a beautiful dead Martian swan.
Like a dead Martian eagle, thank you.
Geological survey vehicle with mineral breakdown and terrain bypass capabilities. Does not have any power. I do like the door design. Always refill your air.
Who's that?
Who's what?
Don't know. Thought I saw someone. Don't see anyone now. Let's just get this done.
So the dumb part here is that I should do this. I don't want to, because I feel like something's gonna blow out here and I'll die.
Better go find a power cell.
Oh. After 133 souls, so that's, I think that's Earth days is the unit. Prime mission is finally a success. Located a possible water ice deposit east. Sierra crew will be notified as soon as they're within range. That is Site 69. Alright, so I found a power cell. But it's not the power cell, I think. I don't know, if that wasn't just me going crazy, maybe there's a power cell there. Yeah, see, nothing has a power cell. I mean, I suppose this does, so I guess I just take this. This power cell is apparently my lifeline to everything. Yep, won't let me interact because I'm not stupid. That has to be fucking heavy. Just
Why is this locked? Hey, Declan, why don't you give me your password? I'm just gonna check out your browsing history.
Hard pass.
okay. Solar panels are becoming a consistent issue. The power conduit logs the dip in power when the automatic sensors stop working and shuts down, triggering secondary batteries. Manual calibration seems to work fine, and the panels turn to track the sun. Only remaining option is a coding issue, and nothing I can find in the manual helps with troubleshooting. Honestly, the extra EVAs are great for clearing my mind. I feel so cramped doing maintenance at the station. Looking out the window isn't the same as standing there on the sand. Even if I'm just scanning and turning knobs, it's scanning and turning knobs on Mars. It's real. And with everyone bitching about sleep issues, myself included, it's nice to feel like I'm getting away. Almost don't want to log the issue, but yeah, power might be important. Tharsis MC9, Ulysses Cole's current site, high priority. Drilling site approved. Thermal scan shows multiple possible ice vein deposits nearest approximately 34 meters below surface. Soil samples return sediment, clay at 10 meters. UV scans nominal. Biblis patera, moderate priority. Fossilized plant materials sample discovered by Quietude 3. Testing required to determine Mars origin or particulates from meteor impact. Thermal scans most promising. Additional exploration approved, though distance a major factor. See, that's interesting because they say fossilized plant material. That's pretty darn important. Ulysses patera low priority. Initial samples negative. Thermal UV potential positive below threshold. Still, okay, so manual calibration required. Manual calibration required. Oh, this is going back. So the bottom is the start. Okay, so it's 2063. Power cell placed in storage, misfire, risk of sparks, replaced faulty wiring. Okay, that might be something for us to look for in storage. Inclement weather, toilet clog, manual extraction required. Shower confirmed is working. Yeah. Okay, solar array 2, manual calibration required, cause unknown. A fill station, nick in the hose. Solar array 3, automatic sensor replaced, small abrasion on external wiring. Solar array 2, manual calibration required again, no external damage. Badger 3 towed to solar site, engine malfunction, ignition exhaust sensor not mission critical. Await Cyrano for resupply. So that's the little vehicle that we looked at outside. Solar array 1, manual calibration required, coding issue. Solar array 2, 3, manual calibration required, still no assessment logging issue. This is Lucas seeing as.
Think I wouldn't notice something missing from my outpost? Lucas Van Buren, Employee of the Month.
Seeing as living quarters of this facility have become your makeshift storage area, I have placed a few of my own non-essential items in this space as well. I have therefore enacted a more secure protocol for the locking mechanism for the quarters in question. As you have access to this location on a habitual basis, I have allowed you unlock privilege without password protection. I request that you please do not disturb my items, as even though they are non-essential, they are in effect my possessions and aid me in my endeavors. I did notice the laptop with the purely translucent screen. Hey look, another power cell. Just me Oh, that's the shower. Okay, so there's nothing else in here.
I should grab that cell powering the facility before I go.
No me gusta. What is interesting, though, is that the airlock system does not require power. Or at least it doesn't require this power. It has to be battery backup. You never know when 7% can make a difference.
Shane, what is the situation at the solar site?
Panels are out of alignment again. Until the Cyrano gets here, I don't have the parts to test. Can't confirm the issue 100%.
All right, just so you know, anything breaks around here and I've got 4 Orochi execs on my ass. If you want to explain to them why a multi-million-dollar piece of equipment is being manually adjusted every day, be my guest. But we have a mission and I'd rather focus on that, not fucking filling out paperwork. Copy?
Copy.
Not your fault, but after the Cyrano lands, no excuses. Get it done. Over and out.
As I expected, it's having engine issues. But I wanted to check just to be sure. So I'm fairly certain this game is almost entirely scripted. Oh, nice. Look, man, I just want to be sure. Oh. This console interfaces directly with Illusion's latest in Cycoil's line of next generation clean energy technology. Connect to control rotation and receive output and efficiency. Cool, let's connect. Okay. Looks like 2.7. Oh.
One down.
Looks like I can't take that one.
That should do it.
Hi, Shane. I made a biogauge program so that you can see when Phobos is passing overhead. It circles Mars 3 times a day, you know, and it is required that everyone downloads this program. I've already added it to your OS to ensure that you don't forget.
Thanks?
You're welcome. I think it'll really help with morale.
Why did it say 1 of 3 complete? Okay. I guess that has to be in there for that to work. Good to know.
Whoa. Declan, a whole section of the scaffolding here has collapsed.
Oh, it was the witch! Or we had a minor quake recently. You know, take your pick though.
Declan, the solar
Easy enough.
panels are now calibrated. Heading up the hill to the conduit.
I mean, copy that.
The power conduit is shut down.
There should be a fuse switch on one of the sides.
Definitely want to do that.
good. Power should be back on.
Yay.
Shane, I've got good news and bad news. Good news, I think we just found water on Mars. Bad news, it is spraying all over the greenhouse. Restoring power must have triggered the pumps, and I'm showing significant pressure loss across the system.
Can't be cut off remotely?
Oh, sorry, cowboy. This is a job that requires your hands-on expertise.
All right. Heading back now.
What did you just do? I have water spraying all over my greenhouse. I would not expect this from a Newhart.
Can't you just turn it off?
I do not have time for this. You will fix this.
Jeez. Who's shitting her cereal?
Time to go back to base. Always up to 100. Oh, well, you know. It's like I am not pressurizing because I can't take off my helmet, so. All right. It's getting kind of dark out. We don't know how long this drive takes, so I, presume that was part of this.
Hey, still fighting that headache?
Yeah, I still can't shake that dream. Part of it was a memory from when I was a kid.
Weird.
It was the last birthday party my mom was around for. She left not long after
Hmm.
that.
Do you know what happened to her?
Not really. It was big news when she disappeared. She was a big shot theoretical mathematician.
Oh yeah. Everyone knows Dr. Newhart. I mean, I had to read Engineering Dimensions in grad school.
All I know is the day after my birthday, I head downstairs for breakfast and I couldn't find her. The basement door was wide open. It was the only place she could be, I thought. So I went down. Well, she wasn't there. Or anywhere. We searched for years.
Yeah, it's like I didn't pressurize the damn place. But I don't have the option to, so I'm really not sure. Come on, heart rate monitor. I believe in you.
Wow. Feels like I'm back in therapy.
Well, no better place to tackle your problems than from 130 million miles away, right?
Sounds about right. Alright, so we have to fix the flooded greenhouse. And that was not just framey on your end.
Warning, the greenhouse sector is experiencing flooding. Flooding in the greenhouse sector.
It's loading, can you tell?
Declan, the greenhouse is definitely in a sorry state. This has got to be fixed before the Cyrano lands.
Well, the major issue is the water reclaimer. Now I'm reading it as offline. Work your magic.
The question is 1 the highest? They're slowly introducing some of the mechanics, like scanning your key card and stuff like that. Work begins in our gene splicing projects. My tasks are regrettably varied here on Invictus. This log will specifically track this initial work with plants. Data and notes will be tallied and put into proper reports. This log serves as an overview and a rare opportunity for me to opine about our studies. And recommends that I let loose a little sometimes, and I certainly plan on doing so. No, bad. Read. Specimens propagated and placed in their containers. I have tidied the chaos in the lab to my more exacting standards. I can tell that Dr. Volkova does not fully approve, but I've seen her searching for an item here and there. She has begrudgingly accepted the additional efficiency. While the seeds germinate in Martian soil mix, it gives me additional time to make adjustments. I've promised her that I will not over-organize her greenhouse. We do not have access to the needed equipment, an automated high-throughput genotyping system at the least, to facilitate analyzing the seeds themselves. We are forced to wait until they have germinated before taking action. In my opinion, this is insufficient. Dr. Volkova assures me that after our first round of tests, the powers that be will acquiesce. I have my doubts. I have begun planning a backup arrangement. Patrol has offered rare support for Dr. Volkova's work. We have been granted declassified access to the research logs of the subsidiary Plethron, specifically their work on the genetic engineering of their crops. While I would have preferred a more current listing as opposed to peer-reviewed studies published in journals, a few unexpected surprises have arisen. I can build on this. So maybe we're the cause. A setback today, frustration is for weaker minds, as Inna might say. The bacteria we've introduced has failed to take hold in the specimens. The Sansevieria trifasciata 14 has exhibited an unusual growth cycle requiring fewer nutrients by nearly 30% and yet exhibiting standard growth patterns. Our attempts to isolate this anomaly were successful. However, the bacteria must have become exposed during transit. The seeds showed no similar traits during testing, and the growth patterns have been nominal. The project escalates, but not fast enough. We have stretched the limits of what has been done back on Earth. However, I know we could be doing more. If they aren't prepared to spearhead Inna's work, I know another who will. Persistent Lucas, persistence. Inna has put in another special request for Orokai, whatever, to continually disregard what is clearly a potential for groundbreaking xenobotanical studies seems disingenuous, misguided at best. I am vexed. Herein is the basic record of the activity regarding the botany studies performed on the Invictus Mars mission, authored by Dr. Lucas Van Buren, who, in addition to other crucial responsibilities, volunteered to serve as Dr. Volkova's part-time assistant. The species brought for study are noted for their higher air detoxification ability and preference for light conditions similar to those on Mars. Our first task is to evaluate the specimen's performance in ordinary potting soil brought from Earth, to be compared with the results from the NASA Clean Air Study. Dr. Volkova has also hand-selected particular species for her own studies, including several carnivorous species. The colony of roaches, Blaptica dubia, did not survive the trip as hoped. Dr. Volkova says she can simulate the nutrients necessary. So basically this is the method of terraforming Mars here seems to be taking what atmosphere there is, consuming it by plants, and having them release oxygen. That's what it seems to be anyway. We are pleased to observe thus far that the gathered plant data meets our expectations, and we can proceed with experimental growth conditions at the conclusion of this trial. At that time, we will plant the same species in Martian soil supplemented with bacteria to be gathered from the waste of the crew and the animal test subjects. In my own time, I have outlined a plan to test a hypothesis on crew morale. In preparation for this experiment, and within his approval, I have taken cuttings from a number of species for propagation. Once the right ratio of bacteria is reached, the Martian soil serves as a proper substrate. Most plant specimens grew at normal levels, with only a handful experiencing suboptimal speeds. See table. Spathiphyllum monoloa is the only specimen failing to grow. Dr. Volkova has not yet pinpointed the cause. While admittedly outside the purview of our initial research scope, the introduction of Dr. Volkova's new genetically modified version of Mauna Loa has outgrown previous iterations 300%. The new plant does require a not insignificant increase in saline and nutrient solution. However, within a hydroponic testing area, it appears to thrive. Its proximity to the Mauna Loa 1, the Mauna Loa I, no, that's 1, has even caused a marked increase in the original plant's growth. Theoretically speaking, this increased need for nutrients and expansive root structure should have caused the opposite effect. I've always admired Dr. Volkova's tenacity, but the result is exceptional. Perhaps I need to embrace her advice and step outside my comfort zone in the future. So I'm thinking it's a plant that we saw in our dream. That is totally not the future. Oh. Well, no shit, it's broken. Oh, this... Oh, jeez. It's a table. It's the table that was referenced in the other document. I'm confused. I mean, sure. But it said to come up here. That's very annoying and odd. Like, I get that it's broken.
Looks like it needs a higher security level. Ina?
What is it?
The door to underground access is locked.
I have instructed Dr. Van Buren to lock all doorways to critical projects. This is the culmination of my entire life's work. We do not want contamination.
I can't fix it if I can't get to the pumps.
That is an inconvenience? You are the inconvenience. Figure it out. That is your job, yes?
Wow, I'm fucking blind. I swear this didn't exist a minute ago. At least I sure as hell didn't notice. I'm just doing my due diligence and examining the area. This is weird scarring that I have on my hand. I'm very not sure about it.
This?
Technically, I wouldn't know I would need it until I examined what the issue was.
Should be able to pass through now.
I mean, I could have just gotten wet, but that seems like it would be suboptimal. I'm not gonna be able to get out.
I should have sent a plumber. What a mess. I gotta keep an eye on that steam so I don't get burned.
Oh, it's hot steam. That is why.
Shit! Dr. Volkova? What was that?
I did not see whatever that was. I thought it was a invisible thing in the water. 'Cause that's never been done before. I have my guesses. Uh-oh.
What is that?
Like a big old bag of nope, please. I want to close it. This looks eerily familiar.
Ina, the entire mangrove root structure is contaminated. There is a viscous black substance like oil. It seems like it's spreading.
It is not contaminated. It is changing, evolving. It's beautiful. It is reborn.
This doesn't look right.
No, constant interruptions. I do not have time to explain myself to you.
We have a mad scientist woman.
Finally, the water reclaimer. Jesus, this can't be Lucas again. Who just takes this stuff apart? Now I have to find where he put 3 water reclaimer pieces.
part of a recent string of experiments, I've moved the water reclaimer cells to other districts within the greenhouse. God damn it. The backup cells are still in production, so the water reclaimer will remain offline until my experiments have reached a conclusion. While the others may see this as irresponsible, they need not fret. Simply return the cells and reverting them to the proper setting will replenish our water supply. If we were not splitting my duties amongst excursions to potential sites of interest, medical practice, and Ina's agricultural ambitions, I would surely be more thorough in practical cleanup matters. As it is, we must make the necessary sacrifices. I'm sorry to bother you with this. Okay, I want to tell you that our time here on the station has meant a lot to me. I just worry about your state of mind lately. I've always admired your basic outline, asking about Project Arbormore. Asking about the new seeds, the strange black roots. Should I ask in person? So this is a draft. Oh yeah, it says draft. Last check-in, 7:13. Pump offline. Okay. I keep wanting to hit control to interact, okay? Alright, so we just got stuff to do. I am not following company
Lucas,
regulations.
Pieces for the water reclaimer are missing. Where are they?
The reclaimer pieces are in their proper receptacles.
More specifically?
Follow the colored pipes. Yeah, sorry, I'm needed elsewhere.
I found the environmental control console.
Great. That's the last thing you need to clean up the greenhouse. But first, you need to restore the water reclaimer and shut off the sprinkler valves.
Holy shit! Ina! Dr. Volkova, where are you? Something is seriously wrong. The infection is everywhere.
Not infection. It's evolution. Adaptation. Perfection. My children, they grow so quickly. Wrapped in creeping rootstocks, where sap and blood coagulate. Do not fight it. Allow it to blossom. First in human history, the merging of two life forms.
There's no way this goes poorly. There's no way this goes poorly. Also, I just looked at the time. This game has had me so enraptured, I totally missed that we are probably way past episode. I don't want to split in half. So I think I'm going to go ahead and call it here. As I walk around, I think I'm probably going to keep playing because I want to finish this. Hopefully it'll all segment off into good timings. But yeah, so far, it certainly is creepy. I'm not quite sure what she meant by combining two life forms. I think she means two different plants. I think. So we're just gonna leave that there, I suppose. But either way, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Moons of Madness. And we are going to go ahead and cut it off here, and I will see you next time. Until then, keep your gears turning.